Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Grup T. Let us introduce ourselves. My name is Chairil Tri Suryana, and there are my friends.
My name is Aenun Khayatun.
My name is Dinda Dwi rizkiyani.
I am Nurjaman.
Thanks to Mr. Andri Purwanto to having us presentation in this Zoom meeting. It's an honor. We are talking about the process of translation, contain attributives, participles, gerund, and tenses markers, auxiliaries, and modals. The last one, conditional. Let's check it out one by one. First, we have attributives. Attributives is a word or group of words that is placed next to a noun without a linking verb. First, attributive adjective. Second, attributive noun. Attributive adjective is the first position of the adjective before the noun. A collection of attributive adjectives before noun including beautiful girl, expensive watch, smart boy, cheap thing, interesting film, diligent student. For example, 1. I see a beautiful girl sits under the tree. 2. I think it is a cheap thing that you have ever given. 3. I want to watch an interesting film in this cinema. And the second attributive noun is a noun that modifies another noun. In this case, the attributive noun works as an adjective in a phrase or sentence. Example word of attributive noun: sport car, women rights, animal rights campaigns. For example, she is a fighter of women's rights. 2. I went to the bookstore yesterday. 3. He violates the business ethics. For the next material will be explained by my friend.
Okay. This material is participle, present and past. Participle is a verb form that usually ends in id or ing, and are used as an adjective, as a noun, or as a compound verb form. Participle divided into two: present participle and past participle. First, present participle. Present participle is still the same as the regular participle, but is used for the expression verb ing. There are 5 types of present participle. 1. Progressive tense. Example, Silva is reading a letter. 2. Gerund. Example, reading a book is fun. 3. Adjective. Example, this show is so entertaining. 4. Replace active relative pronoun. Example, the woman running past me is beautiful. 5. Present participle in front of the sentence. Example, studying every day, he gets the best ranking in class. Now, number 2, past participle. Past participle is the participle which is still the same as the present participle, but more passive. There are 6 types of past participle. 1. Perfect tense. Example, he has forgotten about me. 2. Passive voice. Example, this house was cleaned by Nina yesterday. 3. Replace passive relative pronoun. Example, the house cleaned yesterday by Aenun. 4. Cause and effect. Example, located in the mountain, this village has a pool. 5. Adjective. Example, look at my burnt campfire. 6. Passive causative. Example, he had his home painted last month.
Gerund. A gerund is a verbal that ends in ing and functions as a noun. Gerund as direct object. For example, first, they do not appreciate my singing, or the gerund is singing. Second, they do not appreciate my assistance, or the gerund has been removed. And gerund as a object of preposition. First, the police arrested him for speeding, or the gerund is speeding. Second, the police arrested him for criminal activity, or the gerund has been removed. Next, gerund as subject. For example, first, traveling makes satisfy your desire for new experience, or traveling is the gerund. Second, the study abroad program makes satisfy your desire for new experience, or the gerund has been removed. And next, gerund as subject complement. For example, first, my cat's favorite activity is sleeping, or the gerund is sleeping. And my cat's favorite food is salmon, or the gerund has been removed. And next, gerund phrase is a group of words consisting of a gerund and the modifier or s and or pronouns or s or non-phrase or s that function as the direct object or s, indirect object or s, or complement or s of the action or state expressed in the gerund, such as the gerund phrase function as the subject of sentence. For example, finding, gerund, a needle, direct object of action expressed in gerund, in hashtag or prepositional phrase as adverb. Second, the gerund phrase function as the direct object of the verb appreciates. For example, my or possessive pronoun adjective form modifying the gerund. Offering or gerund, you or indirect object of action expressed in gerund. This opportunity or direct object of action expressed in gerund. 3. The gerund phrase function as the subject complement. For example, jabbering away to or gerund, his constituents or direct object of action expressed in gerund. 4. The gerund phrase function as the object of the preposition for. For example, fucking or gerund, and illness or direct object of action expressed in gerund. To avoid verb or infinitive phrase as adverb. And 5. The gerund phrase function as the subject of the sentence. For example, being or gerund, the boss or subject complement for Jeff via stage of being expressed in gerund. And next, there is material tense markers. In a sentence, there are some word or phrase by choose the form or tense of the verb of the sentence can be easily understood. Those words or phrases are called tense markers. First, tense present perfect. Tense markers. For example, already, just now, yet, never, ever, lately, and recently. Second, tense present continuous. Tense markers. For example, now, at this moment, at this time, at present, still, look, or for seeking attention, or distant. 3. Tense present perfect continuous. Tense markers. For example, since, for, how long. 4. Tense present indefinite. Tense markers. For example, always, often, sometimes, every day, daily, regularly, usually, normally, occasionally, generally. 5. Tense future perfect tense. Tense markers. By this time, by or time, month, year. Next or time, month, year. By next time, month, years. And 6. Tense past continuous. Tense markers. For example, at the moment, at the time, and then. 7. Tense past indefinite. Tense markers. For example, yesterday, ago, long since, last night, last week, last month, last year, as soon as, the day before yesterday, and once. 8 tense past perfect tense markers, for example, before, after. 9 tense future indefinite tense markers, for example, tomorrow, next week or year, coming, ensuing, in the days or years to come. And example tense markers. First, while he was playing. Second, I saw him read newspaper daily. 3. Have you ever been to London?
I want to explain about auxiliaries and modals. Auxiliaries. An auxiliary verb helps the main verb and is also called a helping verb. With auxiliary verb, we can write sentences in different tense, moods, or phase. Auxiliary verbs are be, do, have, will, shall, would, should, can, could, might, must, ought, etc. For example, I think I should study harder to master English. And I'm having a cup of coffee. You have been practicing hard, and it was written by a petitioner, and you might choose what you like. The verb form of be, do, and have can be used either as a main verb or an auxiliary verb. 1. For be, as an auxiliary verb. Usually used in progressive sentence. For example, 1. I'm taking a bath. 2. She is preparing dinner for us. 3. They have been studying all right. And used in passive sentence. For example, 1. I was given a free meal. 2. He was seen by fans at the airport. 3. This song has been sung by all nations. Do auxiliary as an auxiliary verb. Usually used in negative sentence and in question. For negative sentence, for example, 1. I do not know the truth. 2. She doesn't agree with me. 3. They didn't arrive here yet. And for in question, 1. Do you want to have another one? 2. Did he finish his homework? 3. Do we need to keep going straight? Auxiliary for have as an auxiliary verb. Usually used in perfect sentence. For example, 1. I have been following you for a smile. 2. We have done a lot so far. 3. So had been queen of the town. And be modals. Also called modal verbs, modal auxiliary verbs, or modal auxiliaries, are special verbs that behave irregularly in English. They are different from normal verb like work, play, visit, and etc. They give additional information about the function of the main verb that follows it. They have a great variance of commutative function. Here are some characters of modal verbs. 1. They never change the form. You can add it as, add, and ing. 2. They are always followed by an infinitive without to. They are used to indicate modality and allow speakers to express sensory, possibility, willingness, obligation, necessity, and ability. List of modal verbs. Here is list of modal verbs: can, would, might, will, would, shall, should, and must. The verb or expressing there, ought to, had, better, and need to behave like modal auxiliaries to a large extent and might be added to the above list. Use of modal verbs. Modal verbs are used to express functions such as 1. Permissions, 2. Ability, 3. Obligation, 4. Prohibit, 5. Lack of necessity, 6. Advice, 7. Possibility, 8. Probability. There are examples of modal verbs on the screen that we have explained on review slide. Modal verbs are followed by an infinitive without to, also called the bar infinitive. For example, 1. You must stop when the traffic lights turn red. 2. You should see to the doctor. 3. There are a lot of tomatoes in the fridge. You need not buy any.
Okay, the next one is conditionals. Condition plus result. Conditionals divided into 4. 1. Zero conditional, first conditional, second conditional, and third conditional. First, zero conditional. If you stand in train, you get wet. If you heat, it melts. The formula is present simple plus present simple. Uses for facts which are generally true or scientific facts. The condition always has the same result. 2. First conditional. If it rains, we will cancel the trip. If you study, you will pass the exam. The formula is present simple plus will or want plus verb. Uses for a possible situation in the future, predicting a likely result in the future, or if the condition happens. 3. Second conditional. If I won the lottery, I would travel a lot. If they sold their house, they would be rich. The formula is past simple plus would plus verb. Uses for hypothetical or unlikely situations, unreal or improbable situation or in the future. 4. Third conditional. If you had studied, you would have passed the exam. If I hadn't been sick, I would have gone to your party. The formula is past perfect plus would have plus past participle. Uses for the person is imagining a different past imaginary situation that did not happen.
Okay, that's all of our material. We are not perfect, but we try to be good. Thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.